3 last year, so a lot of these kids have some experience under their belt, and then we've got a blend of kids that are seeing the court for the first time.
Tell us about the blend and what are some of the things you like to do.
Right now we're running a 6-2 offense, so that puts a couple more hitters on the court. Our libero's in the same position as last year. We've got a setter with some experience. Lauren Burkhart's back on the outside, and we're still shifting things around. We're trying to find that combination that can score us the most points.
And now Huron comes in, and I guess I always say, I still like to go back to old District 3. If there's teams that know each other, it's Huron, Aberdeen, Mitchell, and Pierre.
Right, yeah, we know this team pretty well already, and we're only, really 2 weeks into the season. So it's always fun to play Huron. They're well coached, they have good athletes, so I'm looking forward to it.
And again, we're just in the first week of September, a long ways to go. What have you seen so far? What are some things you want to see the girls work on now?
With some experience we have coming back, we're always looking to speed up our offense and just need to continue to defend well and get some touches up at the net. We have some new kids in the front row, so just working on identifying across the net and finding that speed of the game.
Jackie Bindenagel, head coach of Aberdeen. This is Dakota Sports on Tiger.
President Month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite Blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DC cake. Call 352-5097 or shop at and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron. 1936 was the first year that the state of South Dakota split up high school basketball into 2 classes. The Huron Tigers won the first ever Class A tournament, and they won it the hard way. They won their 3 games by a total of 4 points, including the championship game 22-20 over Sioux Falls. The 36 boys basketball team was coached by George Clyde. Are your kids performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feed help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier. The Tiger Coach interview is brought to you by The Scoreboard, downtown Huron. Enjoy fantastic burgers and basket meals, plus their many big screen TVs. The Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron.
Continue our pregame here. Afternoon volleyball coming up in Aberdeen. Huron Tigers, Aberdeen Central, Golden Eagles. Huron Tiger coach Josh Lean joins us here. Coach Lean brought to you by The Scoreboard on 3rd Street, downtown Huron. Tigers at 2-3 have had a week off since the invite last Saturday. And Coach, after the solid win over T-Area to open things up, that invite, boy, you just don't know what you're going to get, especially as the day wears on. Would have liked to at least split the 2 matches. Ended up 1-3, but probably learned a lot about yourselves as well.
We did, and we knew that we would, right? We knew that Lincoln, Sioux Falls Lincoln is going to be right there in the mix of things when the end of the season settles. We wanted to kind of see where we matched up against them. And we unfortunately couldn't close out the first set, and momentum was a bit on our side early. We weren't able to close it out. And then we, boy, we had a crazy Saturday too. And you really break it down. Of course, anybody playing in that 4th match on Saturday is a little bit worn out. And then between us and Spearfish, we moved from the arena to the middle school because apparently there was something. I don't want to say there was a fire in the arena, but there was something. The fire department came, cleared us all out. We moved our game over to the middle school, and all good. We were right there with Spearfish. Spearfish has 2 really good hitters, and when they weren't in the front row, we were able to score points, and when they were, our defense was tested. We just couldn't close that one out either. So, long story short, we've had a week now, right? We've taken that film and we've tried to make our weaknesses stronger, as every team does this time of year, and we're gonna have to be at our best here because I think if there's one all-state player on the floor tonight, it's Lauren on Aberdeen's side, and so we're gonna have to really muscle up and see if we can't slow her down.
I was just going to bring up Lauren Burkhardt, obviously. It's just a family that's done well in everything they've done. But they do have a solid nucleus back, I think. Jackie just said they only lost 3 seniors, so they have a good core back.
Yeah, the Miller girl who sets for them, she's their starting setter. She's talented. She's got a year of experience under her belt and really runs the offense pretty well. She'll set both pins. They gave her a really nice lefty playing opposite today against us, and that she does a really good job. But we know that when the match is on the line, they're going to go outside to Lauren, and we're going to give everything we got to make that matchup work for us, where Chloe, who's had a nice week of blocking, we're going to go ahead and put her in front and see if we can't get up quick enough to slow Lauren down. And then, of course, like every team tries to do, we're going to move Hilton right into the line of fire. So if Chloe's running late to get there with the block, the ball should end up somewhere close to Hilton's platform. And so between those two things, we'd like to neutralize that. Now, at the end of the day, I got a couple pretty good hitters myself. I'd like to think if we keep putting pressure on them, Lauren is going to play in the back row, which is kind of a newer position for her. So we'd love to test her a little bit and see if we can't fire away a little bit with both of our middles and our outsides for sure. And it's going to be Allie Davis having a big night. She's going to swing hard like she always does, and we've worked a lot with Addie Knight, just being a little more fearless and just getting in the air and swinging as hard as she can at fingers and trying to score points in creative ways. So tonight you're going to see a lot of outside sets, and hopefully my two are up to the task.
Josh Lean, head coach of the Tigers. Again, Coach Lean, brought to you by the Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron. This is Dakota Sports on Tiger.
The scoreboard. Then need to come in from North Virginia. Stopping at the scoreboard, indicating the 56th Third Street offense in Huron. Featuring the front window, check out the website at scoreboardhuron.com. Whether it's college football or the NFL, you can watch all the exciting action on more than many big screen TVs. Scoreboard also has a sideline video for your next event. Call 252-7580. Have a good time with both friends at the Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Now, go for them Tigers. Playing the game means bumps and bruises and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Ober and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. And that's the one to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center. Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to fight South Dakotans with high-dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986. We're back away from This is the Huron Tigers.
Reagan Bischoff, number 2, sophomore setter. Spencer Gergen, number 4, senior setter. Chloe Clark, number 6, senior middle blocker. Kimberly Fuchs, number 7, junior outside hitter. Hilton Hines, number 9, senior libero. Tyler Tedder, number 11, junior opposite. Tyler Pesky, number 12, senior opposite. Ava Wambach, number 13, junior defensive bucket. Claire Davis, number 16, outside hitter, sophomore. Addie Knight, number 17, junior outside. Allie Davis, number 18, senior outside. Lennon Caldwell, number 19, sophomore, defensive specialist. Arian Kipper, 20, freshman opposite. Jerry Wilson, number 21, middle blocker, junior. These 2 times South Dakota Sportscast of the year. On the voice of the Huron Tigers, Young Buffalo.
And a good evening. We're back, or good evening, that's right. Good afternoon back in Aberdeen, getting set for Huron Tiger volleyball. Tigers and Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Looks like we're doing the anthem first. So we'll take a timeout of 2 minutes. Return here to Aberdeen on Dakota Sports.
1919 root beer is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. Their unique recipe and choice ingredients make 1919 root beer the creamiest, full-body draft root beer available. Pick up 1919 root beer, distributed by Elwine Brothers, at your favorite convenience store or grocery store in Huron. Elwine Brothers wishes the Huron Tigers the best of luck. Go Tigers! Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. These fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends. This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. We choose thousands of diapers, cut up hundreds of cups, close hours of peekaboo and duck goose, because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance can mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Experience delicious. Experience a wine-dependent restaurant in Ace Lounge. We'll specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Buy a dinner to host your party in a private room. And offer catering, too. Open Monday through Friday, 4 to 10, Saturday, 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday, 11 to 2, and closed on Sunday. Dine in the restaurant in Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron. Plus offers a taxi flavor for larger spaces and outdoor patios. That is commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-252-5776. Get a free estimate. Grows a 15 plus. That can give great looking, durable surface into epoxy flooring. The owner operator visited at 201 Market Studios. Check out the website at 15plus.net. 15 Plus is a proud sponsor here on Tiger Sports.
And welcome back to Aberdeen. Here's the lineups. Aberdeen Central head coach is Jackie Bindenagle. They'll start Cameron Albrecht, a 5'7" sophomore setter. Kennedy Withers, a 5'9" senior right side. Jaden Forsyth, she is a 5'7" senior right side. Maya Rampazitz is a 5'7" junior middle. Olivia Miller is a 5'7" junior setter. Amelia Reif, 5'10" senior middle. Maria Vrooman is a 5'7" senior outside. Lauren Burkhardt is a 6'1" junior outside. Carly Nyman, a 5'10" junior middle. And Taylin Clefman is a 5'6" senior libero. Huron Tigers head coach Josh Lean. Reagan Bischoff, a 5'3" sophomore setter. Jency Gergen, 5'8" senior setter. Chloe Carr, 6' senior middle. Hilton Hines, 5'8" senior libero. Kaya Cheddar, 5'7" junior right side. Kyla Pesky, 5'7" senior right side. Addie Knight is a 5'8" junior outside. Allie Davis, 5'7" senior outside. Arian Fitzer is a 5'9" freshman right side. Jaylee Olson, a 6' junior middle. Both teams wearing white, and you know how I feel about that. Why can't volleyball teams wear different contrasting colors? It can't be that hard, but here we are. Officials for our game are backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. Officiating our game today, Brent Cones and Stephanie Jetlin. They are the law on the court, and they're backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. Ready to go, Aberdeen has the opening serve with Aram Patsis. I'm going to have trouble with that all afternoon. Allie Davis a tip into the net. And Aberdeen a quick 1-0 lead as we are underway in the hub city. Maya Arampatsis will serve again. Back row handled by Davis. Set up the middle for Olson. Her slap to the corner, off the net. That'll be a kill. for Olsen, and Huron ties it at 1. Went right to her big. Now Olsen comes out, Carr comes in. Basically, we always have a 6-footer in the front row with those two. Hilton Hines serving for Huron. Goes to the back row. That's played by Clefman. Off the right side, there's Burkhart back row, and that kind of ties up Hines in the back row. And Lauren Burkhart with the kill. 2-1 lead for Aberdeen. Aberdeen comes in with a couple of subs. Checking into the front row is Carly Nyman. Serving is libero wearing the black top, Talon Clefman. Back row, serve receive Knight. Pass ahead, just going to be a free ball here by Gergen. Aberdeen can set it to the right side, left-handed tip by Withers, I believe. Just hit the top of the net, rolled over. Withers with the kill, and Aberdeen is up 3-1. Clefman again on the serve for Aberdeen Central. Back row played by Knight, set by Gergen. Back set right side Pesky with the tip into the back row. Aberdeen can set it up. Burkhart left side slaps it up the middle. She is very tough to control on that front line. 4-1 lead Aberdeen. Burkhart a pair of kills here early on. Clefman looks to keep momentum going for the Golden Eagles. Short serve this time. Hines comes up to it, set the tip by Carr over the block, tip back and then tipped over by Davis, and Huron can't catch up to it. It was a nice return by Aberdeen. Olivia Miller, the setter. Davis had him off center, but it was a great recovery by Miller. She gets the kill off it, and it's 5-1 for Aberdeen. Left side, Davis powers it back row. There's the dig. Clefman sends it ahead. Going to be free ball by Burkhart. Gergen sets for Davis. Right side, pops to the corner. Aberdeen digs it out. Set across left side. The hit cross court. Knight handles it. Set to the left for Davis over the double block. Dug out by Aberdeen. Quick set by Miller. Hines catches up to it. Set ahead. Davis again off the left side. Burkhart with the dig. Goes backwards with it. Aberdeen and scramble. Clefman will get it across. Gergen the short set, the big hit by Carr, blocked at the net. Aberdeen sets it in the middle with the little tip, dug out by Davis. Set to Davis. Alley will hit it off the top of the net, rolls over. Aberdeen might have got a block on it, but a lot of power behind that by Allie Davis. She'll get her first kill, 5-2. Aberdeen. Huron gets the serve back. And we'll swap out setters as Reagan Bischoff will serve and take over setting duties for Huron. Serve to the corner and served wide left. Service error gets Aberdeen back up 6-2. Service error by Reagan Bischoff. Aberdeen swaps a few players in and out. Cameron Albrecht will serve for Aberdeen. Aberdeen up 6-2. They've had the lead here early on. Albrecht goes back row, Davis. Bischoff sets back to Allie. She'll lean into it, hit off the block, and Allie Davis picks up her second kill. 6-3 Aberdeen. Now that rotates Allie out of the front row. She will serve for Huron. Serve back row, played in the back row by Emma Patsis. Blocked at the net, Chloe Carr. Stuffed at the net, as I believe that was Carly Nyman. Chloe Carr with the block kill, and Huron within 2 at 6-4. I am struggling with both teams wearing white, and I'll just tell you that right now. Not only are both teams wearing white, there's a lot of corresponding numbers. Back set hit by Burkhart, top of the net, and rolls over. That's one of those I'd rather be lucky than good. Kill number 3 for Burkhart. And Aberdeen up 7-4 here in set 1. Burkhart now back to serve. We'll see if she stays in the back row once she rotates out of the service off the net. Huron handles it. Knight with the tip, blocked back, and Huron plays it off the net. Nice play by Knight, and I believe Gergen. And the hit goes out. Point for Huron. Not Gergen, Bischoff, excuse me. I forget we rotate setters in there. And Huron back within 2 at 7-5. Into serve for Huron. Serve to the back row. That's played by Burkhart. Set to the left, the hit by Huron, dug out by Davis, bumped by Bischoff, Knight off the left side, cross court, and that goes off of Kleffman. Huron is pulled within one, 7-6. Addie Knight showed some power in getting that across. Huron on the serve again. And the serve is out for Huron. Second service error for Huron, and Aberdeen gets a free point back. It's 8-6. Checking in to serve for Aberdeen Central's Maria Vrooman. Vrooman serves back row Davis. Bischoff with the back set. The right side hit. Drilled into the middle by Huron. Fitzer, Arian, the ninth grader, gets the kill. That was set up perfectly. And once again, Huron within one at 8-7. Huron doing some subbing. As Gergen back in, she'll serve and take over setting duties. Pesky into the front row for Huron. And Gergen will serve. Serves long. 3 service errors here early on for Huron. And Aberdeen up 9-7. A third of Huron's points have come, or Aberdeen's points have gone off service errors. Olivia Miller in, and she'll resume setting duties for Aberdeen Central. They lead 9-7 in set one. Back row shanked into the back row bleachers by Knight. There's the first ace of the afternoon. That will go to Aberdeen's Olivia Miller. Aberdeen's got a nice student section here this afternoon. Floater back row Knight. Set by Gergen from the middle. Olsen blocked, and Aberdeen can't clean it off the net. Jaylee Olsen, her second kill. And Huron within 2 at 10-8. Huron has not led here in this first set. Addison Knight to serve for Huron into the net. Fourth service error on Huron just in the first set alone. 11-8. Aberdeen back up by 3. Maya Arampatsis will serve for Aberdeen. I might just start calling her Maya. Set across left side. Davis winds up and drills it long. No, they're going to say touch by Aberdeen. That'll be a kill for Davis. It did definitely go long, but they say there was a touch on the part of Aberdeen, so Allie Davis will pick up her third kill. Huron back within 2 with Hilton Hines to serve. Now I think Aberdeen's coach wants to check with the line judges, see if they saw a touch as well. Or what are we? I'm not sure what the delay is here. Whatever it is, we're now going to resume, and nothing changes. 11-9 Aberdeen. Hines pops a short one. Kleffman comes up to get it. Set across. Miller to Burkhart. Back row. Hines is there. Set left side. Davis elevates. Dug out back row. Here's the set up the middle. Slapped in through the block. That'll be a kill for Amelia Reif, her first. Carr got a block on it, but there was nobody to clean it up behind. 12-9 Aberdeen. Served by Kleffman, back row Knight. Set by Gergen, right side Pesky had to react, and she just tips it across. From the middle, there's the hit, blocked by Davis. Huron controls. Set for Carr, her hit through the block. Chloe Carr punches it through. Chloe with her second kill, 12-10, Huron within 2. Huron swaps out the setters again as Gergen comes out and Bischoff comes in. Gergen, she went running off the she left the arena, so Gergen leaving the arena for the moment. Left side hit Aberdeen, that's Withers. Tigers clean it off the net. Here comes Davis, pops it over the double block, and is it out or in? Had one line judge saying out, one in, and it is out, and it did look out. And Aberdeen goes up 13-10. Into serve for Aberdeen Central is Cameron Albrecht. Serve back row, serve receive Hines. Set in the middle for Carr, through the block again, dug out nicely by Maya. Dig by Knight, pass ahead. Davis off the left side, back row. Burkhardt there, overpass, slap back by Carr. Aberdeen back sets Burkhardt left side into the net. Looked like Lauren maybe jumped just a hair early, and she's got a little smile on her face. She just mistimed it. Huron back within 2 at 13-11, and Elise Davis to serve for the Huron Tigers. Into the net, another service error by Huron. 5 service errors here in this first set, and it's 5 different girls, so it's not just one girl doing that. We've had 5 different girls now with a service error here in set 1. There's the first service error for Aberdeen as Burkhardt drills her teammate Nyman in the back of the head with the serve. First service error on Aberdeen. 14-12, Huron back within 2. Huron is not led, but just hanging around at this point. Huron on the serve. Serve receive, back row. Clefman, right side hit to the corner, dropped in nicely. Jaden Forsyth, gets her first kill of the afternoon, and Aberdeen gets it back up to 3. Just been kind of swapping back and forth. 3 and 2 point leads for Aberdeen. On to serve for the Golden Eagles is Maria Vrooman. I believe she takes over setting duties. We'll check that. Serve received by Davis. Here's the bump ahead. Right side bumped over by Fitzer. To the left, the hit. Dug out nicely by Hines. Set to the left side. Knight goes to the corner. Knocked it in. Well placed by Addie Knight. She picks up her second kill, 15-13. Huron again within 2. Well, we sub in again as Gergen back in. Again, when she rotated out just 3 rotations ago, she ran off the floor briefly, but obviously back in, and now she's serving and ready to set for Huron. To the corner, serve receive. Back set right side, they hit into the middle. And into the net, hitting Air Aberdeen, and Huron within 1, 15-14. Gergen trying to get it tied up now. And she will serve to Aberdeen. Goes to the corner this time to Maya. Set and backline attack for Burkhardt. Dug out by Gergen, kept alive by Knight. Free ball by Davis. Aberdeen there, set across left side. Hit by Maya, blocked, but Huron couldn't control it. And that'll be a kill for Aaron Patsis, her first. And Aberdeen back up to 16-14. Olivia Miller will serve and play back row. Albrecht is the other setter for Aberdeen, by the way. Serve handcuffed Davis, and Huron can't get it across on the third hit. Just misplayed by Alley, and Huron's going to use a timeout here. 17-14, Aberdeen leads here in set 1. We'll take a timeout, 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Sports injuries just on the sideline of the game. Make it sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com. Adams quickly resumed on his place. It's a reliable one.
First time out of first set is by Huron. They have 1 remaining. Aberdeen back up by 3, 17-14. And it's been tight, although Huron has not led here in this set. I think the biggest lead Aberdeen had was 4 a couple of times early. Served by Miller. Serve received Knight. Bumped ahead by Gergen. Back to Knight. Knight's hit left side. Cross court. Kleeman there. Left side, tipped across by Aberdeen. Nice dig by Gergen, kept alive by Hines. Here's Knight with the tip over the block. Aberdeen digs it out. Backline attack for Burkhardt, eats up Gergen, and Huron can't get it over. Burkhardt smoked that one across. That's her 4th kill, and now Aberdeen equals their biggest lead here in set 1 at 18-14 in his 3-0 run for the Golden Eagles. Miller, a soft serve this time. Davis comes up to get it. Set for Knight. She'll tip into the middle. Aberdeen digs it out. Almost an overpass, and was it an overpass? Oh, they're going to call over the net, I think, on, or what we call? I didn't really see a signal, or are they just saying net? Yeah, I think they're just saying a net call on Huron, so Aberdeen pulls ahead with their biggest lead of the set now at 19-14, and Huron's going to burn their second and final timeout here at 19-14 in set 1. Aberdeen will take a timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Carry out for fast delivery. Every delivery for delivery or carry out, you're going to call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from the delicious menu? So dine in and try the famous God's Father's today. Featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. For local, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. We're open at 195 25th Street in Huron. God's Father's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant sleep screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Well, missed a couple of points there. Aberdeen up 20-15 here on out of timeouts. Tip across by Aberdeen. Golden Eagles scrambling. They get it across. Davis will hit and find the corner. Aberdeen got completely bunched up in the middle, and that gave Allie Davis a wide open hit right up the middle. Kill for Allie, her 4th. And Huron within 4 at 20-16. Knight serving. Serve receive, back row, Aberdeen. They get control of it. Here's the tip across by Withers. Tigers dig it out, and just going to be a free ball by Pesky. Aberdeen can set it here. Back set. Withers tries to go with the right-hand tip. Blocked back by Davis. Backline attack by Burkhardt. Dug out by Gergen. Pass ahead. Just going to be a free ball by Davis. Miller with the set. Up the middle this time. Tip into the back row. Right to Hines. Hit by Davis. She goes up. Nice dig back row by Kleffman. Aberdeen won't punch it across. Set for Davis again, and she'll go wide left, but a net call on Aberdeen. Point for Huron. Huron back within 3 at 20-17. Well, Allie Davis, she isn't hesitating. She is putting the hammer down every time she gets set there on the left side. Knight with the serve goes wide left, and that has been an issue in this first set. Huron, believe now that's 6 service errors by Huron in this first set. And when you trail by 4 and give them 6 points without them having to do anything, that's an issue. Serve receive Davis. Here's the back set, right side. The hit up the middle by Pesky. Aberdeen digs it out. Quick set across by Miller. Huron handles from the middle. Jaylee Olsen has a block. Huron digs it out. Davis right side. This time tips it. Dug out back row, Aberdeen. To the left side, there's Burkhardt and goes long. Hitting error brings Huron back within 3 at 21-18. Carr in, Olsen out for Huron, and Hines rotates to serve for the Huron Tigers. 21-18 in set 1. Serve receive, back row by Aberdeen. Right side hit, Withers into the net. Aberdeen making some hitting errors. They led by 6. Now they lead by 2 as it's 21-19. Golden Eagles and Huron riding a little momentum, even though they are out of timeouts. Serve receive, back row by Aberdeen, bumped by Miller. Here comes Burkhardt again, blocked by Carr, but Huron could not dig it out. Gergen tried to help out after Carr got the block on Burkhardt, but Burkhardt drilled it over for her 5th kill, and Aberdeen 3 points away at 22-19 in set 1. Libero Clefman serving for Aberdeen. Serve received Knight. Set up the middle for Carr. Bounces off the top of the block and the top of the net. Rolls over. Kill for Chloe Carr, her 3rd. Huron pulls within 22-20. And now we switch out the setters again as Bischoff in. Gergen out. Also Fitzer into the front row as Pesky comes out for Huron. Double sub there. Serve receive back row. Clefman. Bump it ahead. Burkhart left side. Cross court. Nice dig. Back row Knight. Set to the left for Davis. Her hit blocked at the net. Stuffed by Withers. And Aberdeen 2 points away at 23-20. Kennedy Withers with her 2nd kill. Aberdeen serving with Cameron Albrecht. She'll take over setting duties as well for Aberdeen Central. Serve received Knight. Pass ahead Hines to Davis. Left side. Tips it into the back row. Aberdeen back set. Right side hit. And can't get it dug out as coming across was Bischoff. Could not handle it. That'll be a kill for Forsyth, her 2nd. And Aberdeen at set point. It's 24-20 Golden Eagles here in set 1. Serve into the net. Service error by Albrecht. That's the 3rd of this set for Aberdeen. Keeps Huron alive at 24-21. Allie Davis will serve for Huron. Got to be perfect with Aberdeen at set point. Floats it back row. Aberdeen handles it. Overpass hit back by Knight. Burkhart there. Set to the left. The tip by Aberdeen again. Tigers dig it out. Pass ahead. Right side for Fitzer. And Aberdeen has it. Eats up Aberdeen in the back row. Fitzer with her 2nd kill. And Huron within 2 at 24-22. Fitzer with the cross shot and ate up Albrecht there trying to dig it. Davis again with the serve. Into the net. Service error by Allie Davis, and Aberdeen will escape with a 25-22 first set win. Aberdeen up 1-0. We'll take a timeout. 2 minutes. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
I'm Jamie Olson, the local mortgage loan officer at American Banking Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, everything, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Banking Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and its Huron area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Visit Sunday Sports in downtown Huron at Sunny Plaza or online at sundaysports.com. Or call Stephanie at Sunday Sports at 605-554-0248. Screen printing, embroidery, custom apparel, awards, banners, and sporting goods. Sunday Sports, 289 Dakota Avenue South, Sunny Plaza in Huron.
Welcome back to Aberdeen. Golden Eagles take set 1, 25-22. Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. Phone 605-352-5416. Lower level scores in the JV, Aberdeen got the sweep, 25-7-17. Sophomore match did go 3. Aberdeen wins 25-16, 24-26, 15-10. Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update on this Saturday afternoon. Huron never led in that first set. Aberdeen had a brief 6-point lead. Huron got it down to 1 at 1 point late, but again, Aberdeen does pull it out 25-22. A lot of mistakes by Huron. 7 service errors. That's a lot for any set. Aberdeen had 3 of their own. See if we can shore up the serving as we begin set number 2 here at Golden Eagle Arena. Hilton Hines will get this second set underway as she has the ball in the service area. Hines will deliver. Back row. Clefman plays it. Set by Miller. Here comes Burkhart with the hit. Punches it through the Huron block. 1-0 lead, Aberdeen. Kill number 6 for Lauren Burkhart. Aberdeen now serving. Serve received Knight. Here's the set to the left for Davis. Her hit way long. Was it tipped? It was not. 2-0. For a second, it looked like the line judge was kind of going with that tip motion with the flag, but did not. 2-0. Aberdeen. Serve back row. Davis goes down to get it. Kept alive. Free balled by Hines to the corner. Aberdeen will set to the left. Here's Burkhart with the big slam up the middle. 3-0 Aberdeen. Burkhart with 7 kills. Coach Lean said she would get a majority of the kills, and that is correct, as nobody else has more than 2. Serve receive for Knight. Pass ahead, left side, the hit by Davis. Back row, Aberdeen handles it from the middle this time, and 4-hit attack as the hit went into the net by Nyman. Huron on the board, it's 3-1. Bischoff and Fitzer check in for Huron as Pesky and Gergen come off. Bischoff will serve for the Huron Tigers. Bischoff to the back row. Kind of shanked to the right by Withers. Withers will just have to free ball it on the third hit. Huron can set it up. Bump to the right for Fitzer. Her hit. Through the block, dug out by Miller. Bumped ahead, Clefman. Withers with the hit right side and off the hand of Fitzer. Withers will pick up her 3rd kill, and Aberdeen up 4-1. And Huron once again in chase mode, just as they were the first set. Cameron Albrecht will serve and take over setting duties for Aberdeen Central. Serve to the corner, Davis. Set by Bischoff, and missed time that time between her and Carr. And Aberdeen up 5-1 as it is a slow start for the Huron Tigers. Albrecht again with the serve for the Golden Eagles. Serve received Davis. Back set, right side, just going to be free balled by Fitzer. Aberdeen sets it up and tipped across by Burkhart. Set by Bischoff, across for Davis. Her hit down the middle. Nice dig by Maya in the back row. Here's the tip, blocked but out by Huron. Aberdeen will get the point. Kill for Maya Arampatzes, her 2nd. And a 6-1 lead for Aberdeen. Serve by Albrecht. Serve receive Knight, set to the left. Here's the tip, and Davis puts it right into the net. 7-1 Aberdeen. 2 minutes after 3 o'clock on KIJV AM/FM in Huron. We have a timeout on the floor with Aberdeen up earlier in set 2. Timeout 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Lynn Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel for sweatshirts, biscuits, beauty sports, of course. About signs, logos, and money, etc. Beauty sports, of course. Out front with the Tigers, beauty sports. Downtown Huron.
Early timeout by Coach Lean as Huron has struggled here out from the gate in set 2, down 7-1. Albrecht serves off the timeout. Serve receive Hines. Jump set. The tip across by Carr. Aberdeen. Nice dig by Clefman. Burkhardt off the left side. Cross court. Dug out by Davis. Back set for Fitzer. Right side through the block. And Aberdeen can't dig it out. Fitzer, the 9th grader, picks up her 3rd kill. Boy, she just drilled that cross court, and Aberdeen could not come up with the dig. 3rd kill for Arian Fitzer. 7-2. Huron breaks the run. Davis serving for Huron. Aberdeen a little slow to set up, and they'll just free ball it. Bischoff with the set from the middle. Left-handed tip by Carr. Back set, right side hit. Tigers get a block on it. Set to the right. Fitzer just going to have to free ball back row. Aberdeen can set it up. Set by Albrecht. Here's the hit. Burkhardt drills it. Nice dig by Davis. Set to the left. Here's Knight with the hit in the back row. Comes off of Maya in the back row. Addie Knight picks up her 3rd kill. 7-3. Huron strings a couple of points together to pull within 4. Davis again on the serve to the corner and serves wide right. Huron continues to struggle serving. That is their first service here in set number 2. But now 8 total for the evening. Afternoon, as it were. Bischoff back sets. Carr has to scramble to get to the right. Blocked, now hit back by Aberdeen. Back set. Here's the right side hit. Fitzer. We have a whistle and looks like a line call against Huron on Bischoff. Had her foot on the middle line, would be my guess. The center line, excuse me. 9-3, Aberdeen leads here in set 2. Up 1-0. Service error, Aberdeen. Burkhardt puts it into the net. 9-4, Golden Eagles. 4th service error on Aberdeen. Huron will serve now to the Golden Eagles. Serve into the net. Service error, 2 of them now, and again, I know what's going to be worked on Monday. Huron Tigers going to practice serving. 10-4 Aberdeen. Now 2 service errors here in set 2 and 9 total. Aberdeen to serve with Maria Vrooman. Off the right side, they hit down the middle. Arian Fitzer, again, a nice open shot to the back row. The 9th grader playing well. She's got 4 kills. 10-5 Aberdeen. Huron does some subbing here, or rotates. And Gergen back in to a serve and set for the Tigers. And Pesky into the front row for Huron. Gergen back row, serve received by Burkhardt to the right side. The hit blocked back by Jaylee Olson. Backline attack Burkhardt, dug out by Gergen, bumped by Davis, and she keeps control of the body. Pesky gets it across. To the left, the tip by Aberdeen. Gergen there, pass ahead by Hines. Left side hit for Knight, and we have a whistle and a net or line call on Aberdeen. And Huron pulls within 4 at 10-6. Jency Gergen again will serve for the Huron Tigers. Short serve. Burkhardt comes up to get it, shanks it. That's the first ace of the afternoon for Huron. Jency Gergen with the ace, mishandled by Burkhardt. 10-7, Huron within 3. Gergen looks to keep momentum going. Serve received back row by Maya. Back set, right side hit. Blocked at the net by Olsen. Pushed across by Aberdeen. Back set, right side. Pesky through the block. Gets hit around. Aberdeen does get it back. Set to the middle this time. Olsen had to wait, and somebody hit the net. It was Aberdeen. I saw the net go jerking down. I couldn't. There was 2 girls right there, and Aberdeen's going to use a timeout. Huron pulls within 10-8. 4-0 run by Huron. Aberdeen uses a timeout. We'll take a timeout. 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Lumberland is America's #1 dealer for ready-to-wear furniture. Lumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for seaweed, civvies, James and Frosties, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Lumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of local neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, Lumberland is truly local service. Turn to 49 Furniture of Huron.
Treat yourself right and have the Dairy Queen of Huron. August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or shop it and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Off the timeout, an ace by Jency Gergen floated it right into the campfire. Nobody home for Aberdeen. Huron within one at 10-9. Gergen again serve, a little more on it, and Aberdeen lets it go. Drops in for a third ace for Jency Gergen. We are tied at 10. Huron was down 6 at 7-1. And Jency Gergen has served Huron right back into it, tied at 10. Serve back row, this time played by Burkhardt, bumped ahead. Right side hit will go way long, and Huron has their first lead of the afternoon. Hitting air by Aberdeen. That was Maya Arampatsis, and Huron leads for the first time this afternoon, 11-10. Gergen serving to the corner, and Maya had trouble with it, but Aberdeen will get it across. Hines there, Gergen sets, hit by Olsen, and that will go long. Was there a touch? Huron says yes, the officials say no, and a point for Aberdeen. We're tied at 11. It definitely went out. It was just a matter of who was the last to touch it. It goes against Huron. We're tied at 11. Olivia Miller back in to serve and set for Aberdeen. Serve, and that'll be an ace for Miller as Hines could not handle it from the back row. Ace for Olivia Miller, her second of the afternoon, and just like that, Aberdeen back up 12-11. Serve back row and go across, the tip across by Davis. Here's the set, the hit by Withers, and it goes out. Withers tried to twist her body to get it across and hit it out. And we are tied at 12. Served by Addie Knight, and service. Oh, the return comes across. Davis let it go. It was returned by Maya Arampatsis, and Davis thought it was going to go out. It did not, and Aberdeen goes back up 13-12. Served by Aberdeen. Set in the middle, the tip back to the corner. Too strong, had the right idea, Pesky, but too strong, and Aberdeen goes up 14-12. Well, you're on a brief lead, but now Aberdeen back up by 2. Eagles on the serve. Serve received for Davis. From the middle, they hit by Pesky, shanked out of the back row. Kyla Pesky gets her first kill of the day. And Huron back within 1 at 13-14. Serve by Hines. Serve received by Maya. Aberdeen just going to have to free ball it with Burkhardt. And it goes long. That time Davis did the limbo again. And this time it did go out. And we're tied at 14. The serve was shanked, and Aberdeen just never got the ball going in the right direction. Here on a chance to regain the lead. Hilton Hines takes a soft serve, too soft, into the net. And Aberdeen goes up 15-14. That is the third service error on Huron. They have 10 total. We're not through the second set yet. Hines with the set. They hit by Davis through the block. Aberdeen digs it out with Maya. Left side, Burkhart with the left-handed tip. Gergen keeps it alive. Davis off the left side, bounces off the top of the block. An overpass, and Carr will slam it back. What are they doing here? Are they calling Carr over the net? No way it was over the net. Aberdeen gets some sort of break there. I don't know what the officials saw there. It was an overpass by Aberdeen. I don't have the best angle on that, but even I could tell it was on the Huron side of the net. Aberdeen comes back with a service error, and it's back to a 1-point lead. Aberdeen at 16-15. Service error there by Kleffman, their second of this set. 16-15, Aberdeen here leading in set 2. They're up 1-0. Both teams have one timeout remaining. Bischoff in to serve and set for Huron. Serve receive, back row Withers, back set to her. Withers with the left-handed tip. Davis gets control of it off the net. Back set for Fitzer, blocked at the net. Huron keeps control. Davis left side, powers it through the block for the kill. Allie Davis, her first kill here in set number 2. She has 5 total, and we are tied at 16. Bischoff with the serve. Huron looking to regain the lead. Back row. Kleffman bumped ahead by Miller. Here's the hit by Burkhart. Huron able to get control of it. Right side Fitzer pops it over the block and into the campfire. A perfect touch there by Fitzer. The ninth grader has 5 kills, and Huron up 17-16. Back and forth we go. Bischoff will serve for Huron. Back row, serve, receive, Kleffman. Miller will set. Burkhart hits, leans into it. Tigers got a block on it. Bischoff bumps it ahead, and Davis will pop it in the back row, and Aberdeen indecisive in the back row. Who should take it? Davis will get the kill. Huron up 2, and Aberdeen will burn their second and final timeout this set. Huron up 2. We'll take a break of 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
Does the ration provide everything they need? But the experienced feed consultants of Dakota Land Feed help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information and support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feed, your local feed supplier.
Aberdeen out of timeouts. They've made some mistakes. Huron's kept the pressure on the Golden Eagles, and Huron now up 18-16, trying to even this match out at 1 set apiece. Huron riding some momentum, even had to overcome what certainly Huron felt was not a correct call a few points ago. Reagan Bischoff to serve off the timeout for Huron. Serve into the back row. Aberdeen. Maya handles it. Overpass. Tipped back by Fitzer. Aberdeen gets control. Burkhart right side. She tips. Huron gets control. Bump. Here's the tip into the middle by Davis. Aberdeen to the right side. Withers. Blocked at the net by Carr. Chloe Carr gives Huron a 3-point lead. 19-16. Chloe Carr with her 4th kill. Her 2nd block kill. And Huron up by 3. Bischoff serving. Handle in the back row, Kleffman set. Here comes Burkhart. Swings, blocked, and out. Oh, had a good block on it and just went out. Burkhart will get the kill. She has 8 this afternoon. Breaks a nice run by Huron. That was a 5-0 run by Huron. It's 19-17. Huron Tigers, and Albrecht on to serve and set for Aberdeen. Bischoff sets. Here's the big hit in the middle. Carr, and Carr a little trouble, but Huron does get it across with Fitzer. Set to the left. Burkhart just going to tip it across the net. Tigers back set. Fitzer will hit up the middle. Kleffman trouble. Curls come together, but Aberdeen able to slap it down. 3rd hit. Knight will get it across. Here comes Aberdeen again. Burkhart right, left side. We have a whistle and a net call on Aberdeen. They're setting it up for Burkhart for the big hit, and I believe Albrecht got caught in the net. Huron up 20-17. Serve back row. Aberdeen on serve receive. Bumped ahead. Right side hit. Davis digs it out. Quick set across by Bischoff. Aberdeen got tied up in the middle. Clefman had to go to her knees to dig it out, and then everybody was trying to crawl over her to get to it. That'll be a kill for Bischoff on the quick set. Huron up 21-17. Serve back row and goes long. Davis with the service error, 21-18. Aberdeen gets one back to pull within 3. 11 service errors for Huron this afternoon for this set. Burkhart serving. Here's the pass ahead. Knight with the hit through the block. Dug out by Albrecht, who's going to take the third hit. Burkhart will from the back row. Bischoff sets. Here's Carr with the hit through the block. Chloe Carr defeats the block. She has 5 kills. Huron up 22-18. Again, Aberdeen is out of timeouts. Huron has one in their pocket if needed. Huron on the serve, leading 22-18 here in set 2. Service error, Huron. Oh, my goodness. 22-19. Aberdeen back within 3. 5 service errors this set, 12 total on the Huron Tigers. On to serve for Aberdeen, Maria Vrooman. Jaylee Olson into the front row for Huron. Vrooman serve received Davis. Bischoff sets for Olson, tips it into the middle, dug out by Aberdeen. Hit off the right side. Sprawling to get it was Hines. Bump ahead. Davis just going to tip it up the middle. Aberdeen gets control. Not a great set. Tipped across, though, by Aberdeen, and Huron can't get to it. The pass wasn't great, but it was a great recovery by Forsythe to get a hand on that ball and get it over. And Aberdeen back within 2 at 22-20. Serve receive, back row. Bumped, and just going to be a free ball by Fitzer into the back row. Burkhart handles it. Set to the right. The hit up the middle by Maya. Tigers dig it out. Set to the left. Here's Knight. Just tips it right down the middle. Addie Knight answers for Huron is 23-20. Addie Knight has 4 kills this afternoon. Gergen and Pesky in. Bischoff and Fitzer out. 2 seniors in, a sophomore and a freshman out. Kind of interesting how that works on the 6-2 offense for Huron. Gergen floats it. Back row, Burkhart scrambles. Aberdeen, third hit. They do get it across. Great play by Clefman. Little dump by Bischoff, and she didn't get it over to the net. Double hit on Huron, 23-21, but what a great play by Clefman. She saved that for Aberdeen. Aberdeen back within 2, and Miller back in to serve and set for the Golden Eagles. Clefman puts it back row to Knight. Pass ahead, Hines. Here's Davis, backline attack. Clefman with the dig. Free ball to cross by Miller. Set for Olson. Her hit, a little knuckleball. Aberdeen digs it out. Here's Withers off the right side. Dumps it in the middle. Campfire shot for Withers. Her 4th kill, and Aberdeen within 1. 23-22 to race to 25 is on. Huron's going to take a timeout and talk about it. Timeout Huron. We'll take a timeout. 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Breaks happen between our Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Ober and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
Back in Aberdeen, I'm Jeff Duffy. Huron Tigers, Aberdeen Central locked up in set number 2. Aberdeen took the first set, 25-22. Seven Suns heating and air. Scoreboard update. Huron trying to equalize here, but Aberdeen a little momentum. Both teams are now out of timeouts. We'll play till somebody gets to 25 or wins by 2 or both. Miller with the serve and dropped it in. Davis did the limbo. It sailed right into the corner. That was a good call by the line judge right in front of her anyway. We are tied at 23 off the ace by Olivia Miller. She's got 3. Floater back row. Knight is there. Set to the left. There's the hit. Pesky up the middle. Aberdeen will set. Here's the hit, blocked back by Olsen, overpass, Olsen dumps it down again, dug out by Aberdeen. Rampuses will just knock it across. Set across for Knight, left side, wings up and drops it on the back line. Huron is at set point 24-23 as Huron set it up and got the big swing to Addie Knight. Addie now rotates out to serve. She's got 5 kills. Set point Huron. Serve off the top of the net. Aberdeen able to dig it out. Withers just going to have to free ball. Huron can set it up. From the net, Gergen across for Davis. Her hit drills it up the middle, and Huron takes set 2. Davis powered that one, and we are tied at 1 set apiece. Huron takes set 2, 25-23. We're tied at 1. We'll take a timeout. 2 minutes. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
1919 root beer is brewed in 12 ounces with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. Their unique recipe and choice ingredients make 1919 root beer the creamiest, full-body draft root beer available. Pick up 1919 root beer distributed by Elwine Brothers at your favorite convenience store or grocery store in Huron. Elwine Brothers wishes the Huron Tigers the best of luck. Go Tigers!
The Northern Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Northern Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle swing classes, and more. These fitness classes are led by the Northern Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Northern Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. We change thousands of diapers, cut up hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose. Because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance can mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Experience delicious. Experience a new restaurant in East Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. By experience, host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Dine in the restaurant in East Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
Welcome back to Golden Eagle Arena in Aberdeen. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Aberdeen wins the first set, 25-22. Here on the second set, 25-23. Seven Suns heating in air. Scoreboard update. Mitchell leads Pierre 2-0, 25-12, 25-14, and that is your scoreboard update. So here on Battle Back, boy, they look dead to start that second set. We're down 7-1 early, but pretty much led most of the last half of the second set to win it 25-23, but hotly contested as both sets have been close, 25-22 Aberdeen, then 25-23 Huron as we begin play here in set number 3. Getting the lineup checks, and, well, it's been very competitive. These teams have been trading punches. As we get ready to start with set number 3. Aberdeen will have the opening serve, and We're just waiting for a volleyball in order to do that. Now we have one. And Maya Arampazes will serve for Aberdeen. Here's the bump ahead. Couple girls come together. Free ball to cross by Davis. Burkhart reaches out. Back set. Withers hit off the right side. Dug out by Knight. Back set. The hit by Pesky is going to go wide left. And Aberdeen has a 1-0 lead to open set 3 on the hitting error by Pesky. Maya again with the serve. Serve received by Davis. Here's the pass ahead. Davis will free ball it. Blocked at the net by Aberdeen. Amelia Reif will get the block kill, and Aberdeen up 2-0 to open set 3. Once again, Maya Arampazes serving. Serve receive Hines. Gergen sets. Davis left side. Drills across for it, and again, you're on a slow start out of the gate, down 3-0 to open this third set. 2 of the 3 points have come on Huron errors. Aberdeen trying to build some momentum. Serve receive Hines. Gergen has to come out to get it. Davis left side will just tip up the middle, and campfire shot for Davis. I don't know if that was really the whole strategy, but she does pick up her 8th kill, and Huron on the board. It's 3-1. Hilton Hines to serve for Huron. Serve receive back row. Clefman. Here's Withers on the right side, top of the net. Nice recovery by Pesky, overpass, and Withers just going to slap it back down. It was a great dig by Pesky, but unfortunately just went right over the top of the net for Kennedy Withers, was able to slam it down for her 5th kill. Aberdeen up 4-1 in set 3. Serve back row to Davis. Gergen sets, going to be hit into the back row by Olsen. Overpass and bounces off the net. Aberdeen gets it across. Back set, right side, Pesky up the middle, and she just crossed up Aberdeen. Aberdeen was sliding left, and Pesky just put it where they once were. Kyla Pesky gets her 2nd kill. 4-2. Aberdeen's lead cut to 2. Bischoff and Fitzer in. While Pesky and Gergen come out. Double switch. Bischoff serving. Bischoff serve received by Withers, set across left side. Burkhart goes wide right. She was in off that left side and hit it out quite a ways, and Huron within 1. 4-3 as Aberdeen has the hitting error. Bischoff into the net, service error. 13th of the afternoon for Huron. First of this set, Aberdeen up 5-3. So Huron has 13 service errors. Aberdeen has 5 for the entire match. Albrecht in now as she'll take over setting duties and serving as well. Serve back row. Davis on the serve receive. Set in the middle for Olsen, back row. Maya there, and thought it was going to be an overpass, and it went into the net. Allie Davis went up as if she was going to block it, and just nobody ever got there. And Huron pulls within 5-4, and Allie Davis will serve. Davis pops it back row, set by Albrecht. Burkhart on the right side this time just tips it over the block. Huron was waiting for the slam, and it was just a little finger roll almost. Burkhart now with 9 kills. Aberdeen back up by 2 at 6-4. Serve back row, Knight. Bischoff back set, right side, they hit. Partially blocked, Aberdeen controls, back set, right side into the net. Air by Forsyth, and Huron back within 1 at 6-5. I think there's been more errors between the two teams so far than actual points scored physically. Lennon Caudell makes her first appearance as she will serve for Huron. Lennon puts it to the corner and goes wide left. We are just struggling to get our serves in. Caudell goes wide left. Aberdeen back up 7-5. Hines back in now. That was her 1 rotation off the floor. And in for Aberdeen, Maria Vrooman. 7-5 Aberdeen leading in set 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Like we're in for a classic Huron Aberdeen match here. Back set, right side, they hit by Fitzer, rolls it off the top of the net. Nice recovery by Aberdeen. Here comes Huron again, set in the middle, and Carr and Bischoff didn't quite have the timing there again. Chloe took off a little too early and didn't have enough to get it over the net. And Aberdeen up 3 at 8-5. Vrooman again serving. Back row Davis. Set in the middle. Here's the tip by Carr, dug out by Vrooman. Backline attack, Burkhardt to the corner, and that will eat up Bischoff in the back row. Burkhardt gets her 10th kill. And Aberdeen opens up a 4-point lead here at 9-5 in set 3. Vrooman again serving, having a nice run here. Knight to the corner, bumped ahead by Bischoff. And free ball to cross by Davis. High in the air, Aberdeen will set. Backline attack, Burkhardt into the net. Hitting air Aberdeen gets a point back to Huron. It's 9-6. Gergen in, along with Pesky, so they'll come in. Pesky for front row, and Gergen serving and setting for the Tigers. 9-6 lead Aberdeen here in set number 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. To the corner, serve received by Maya, set in the middle, the tip, and Aberdeen in the net, or a double hit. Either way, Aberdeen was not going to get that across anyway. Huron within 2 at 9-7. See if Gergen can keep momentum rolling there from the service area. Short serve again, Aberdeen comes up for it, bumped ahead by Albrecht. Free ball to cross by Aberdeen from the net. Serve, here's the hit by Carr, and it comes off the hand of Aberdeen. Chloe Carr picks up her 6th kill, and Huron back within 1 at 9-8. Gergen serving for Huron, trying to tie it up. Serve back row, serve receive Aberdeen. Set to the left, the hit blocked and a punch through by Aberdeen. Erin Patsis gets her 4th kill. Breaks the little mini run by Huron. It's 10-8 Aberdeen. Miller in, she'll serve and take over setting duties again in that rotating offense. 10-8 Aberdeen here in set number 3. Serve receive. Pass ahead. Huron just going to have to free ball. Pesky can't get it across. Huron just never had things going the right way there. 11-8. Aberdeen back up by 3 once again. Again, it's Miller serving. Back row, Hines on serve receive. Here's the back set. Right side hit by Knight, partially blocked. Aberdeen controls. Off the left side, they hit down the line, and Erin Patsis gets another kill. Huron kind of pinched into the middle, and Maya took advantage of it as she gets her 5th kill, and Aberdeen back up 4 at 12-8. Short serve into the net. Too short by Miller. Huron gets one back. It's 12-9. Aberdeen. First service error this set on Aberdeen, 6 total. Addie Knight serving for the Huron Tigers. Back row, and she goes long. Aberdeen back up by 4, 13-9. Third service error this set on Huron. They have 15 total. Serve to the corner, Allie Davis. Set up the middle, the tip by Pesky. Aberdeen gets control. Set to the left, here comes Burkhardt. Punches it through the block for another kill. Aberdeen up 5, 14-9. 11 kills for Burkhardt. Timeout Huron. Aberdeen up by 5. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
Coach injuries just on the sideline of the game. Make it sideline in life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
Huron using a timeout. Aberdeen has led this entire set. Right now up by 5, 14-9, and that is their biggest lead of this set. Really, there's been no really big leads. Aberdeen led by 6 late in the first set, although Huron rallied to get within 1 after that, but Aberdeen did pull it out. So off the Huron timeout, Maya Aaron-Patsis serving for Aberdeen. Set in the middle, there's a hit by Carr on the tip. Back set Aberdeen, Withers will pop it into the middle. Gergen sets across for Davis, left side over the double block, dug out by Miller. Pass ahead, Withers off the right side will slap it over. Gergen with the quick set, but Aberdeen right there to defend it. Back set, right side Burkhart, she'll hit, and that's just more of a pushover. Left side, and Davis up the middle, nobody getting anything set up. Now here comes a big hit up the middle, and Aberdeen delivers with Amelia Rife. Neither team was getting anything set up. It was just a lot of free balls, and finally Aberdeen did get it to a middle, and Rife able to get it down the middle, and Aberdeen up by 6, 15-9 equals their biggest lead of this afternoon in any set. Tip across by Carr, nice recovery by Aberdeen. Here's the tip into the net by Burkhard. Hitting air Aberdeen. Huron gets one back. It's 15-10. And Aberdeen's had a lot of errors. Huron has 3 kills, but they have 10 points. So that means Aberdeen is giving Huron 7 points just off errors. But Aberdeen still up by 5. Hines serving. Back row serve receive Aberdeen. Here's the hit by Burkhart. Knight plays it and misplays it. Burkhart will give Aberdeen another 6-point lead at 10-6. They have a dozen kills now for Burkhart. Clefman, the libero, serving for Aberdeen Central. Floats it back row to Knight. Gergen sets up the middle. The tip by Olsen, and Aberdeen in the net. Again, I could see somebody was in the net. Just couldn't tell who. It was the Golden Eagles. Huron gets one back at 16-11. And Huron does the double switch here now with Bischoff and Fitzer in. Pesky and Gergen out. Bischoff will serve and take over setting duties again for the Huron Tigers. Huron needs a run here, down 5. Serve, back row, Clefman. Here's the hit by Aberdeen, and Huron in the net. The attack by Burkhard, and I think it was Olsen that got caught in the net trying to get over for the block. Again, Aberdeen up by 6, 17-11 in set 3. Tied at 1 set apiece. Aberdeen has led this entire third set. And Cameron Albrecht in to serve and take over setting duties for Aberdeen. Here's the back set, and the hit across by Fitzer. Aberdeen can set it up here. Set to the left. Here comes Burkhart with the big-time slam. And Aberdeen is up by 7, 18-11. That had some smoke on it. 13 kills on the afternoon for Lauren Burkhart. Huron has that one timeout left in the pocket. Lean may not want this to go too much further if Huron can't break the serve here. Serve receive Davis. Bischoff sets. Left side Davis winds up. Nice dig by Clefman. Goes up into the rafters. Huron stays with, or Aberdeen stays with it. But Burkhart could not catch up to the ball. In fact, she crashed into the stand there that the official is on. 18-12, Aberdeen's lead cut to 6. Again, Huron's got to find a run here. It's Allie Davis serving. Clefman on serve receive. Back set, Burkhart right side this time, and Huron can't dig it out off the block. Little switch there with Burkhart sliding over to the right side, gets another kill. And Aberdeen up 19-12. That is 6 kills this set for Burkhart, 14 total. Burkhart serving. Serve receive, and that ties up Knight, but Huron able to get it across. Clefman on the dig. Here's the left side, punched across by Aberdeen. Hines there. Quick set in the middle, and Olsen knocks it in the middle. The quick set, Bischoff to Olsen. The timing was perfect. Jaylee Olsen with her 3rd kill. Huron back within 6, but again, we need a lot of that right now with Aberdeen still leading 19-13. Lennon Caudell will serve for Huron. To the corner and shanked Aberdeen. Clefman chases it down. 3rd hit. Nobody will get there, and that'll be an ace for the sophomore Lennon Caudell. Getting some varsity time here. Huron within 5. Serve again, back row. Aberdeen there, bumped ahead by Albrecht. Right side hit. Dug out by Caudell. Off the left side, the tip into the net. And what do we have here? 4-hit attack. Yep. Or double hit on Knight. Take your pick. Now, Huron is not liking the call. They thought the ball went over the net. And it's 20-14, Aberdeen back up by 6. From my vantage point, I thought that was the correct call, but I'm in the corner of the floor. Bischoff sets. Here's Carr with the hit. Blocked back by Aberdeen. Rife with the block kill. And Aberdeen starting to pull away. They're up 21-14 in set 3. Aberdeen on the serve. Knight there on serve, receive, overpass. Huron digs it off the net, will get it across. Albrecht sets. Right side, the tip by Huron and blocked back. It was tipped over by Huron and then blocked by Chloe Carr as Aberdeen tried to return it. 7 kills for Chloe. 21-15 Aberdeen. Gergen and Pesky in. Jency will serve. We need a good run of serving here by Jency Gergen. She does have 3 aces all in that second set. Floater underneath and serve receive overpass. Pesky there. Bumped ahead. Carr will tip it over the block. Aberdeen digs it out. Set to the right. The hit cross court. Hines there. Set backline attack for Davis up the middle. Burkhart goes down and gets it. Set to the left. Way to the left. Aberdeen gets it across. Set for Knight. Her hit tips over the block. Aberdeen into the campfire. Does slap it across. Here's the hit by Carr to the corner off a hand. Chloe Carr thought second hit. I'm just going for it. 21-16. Chloe now with 8 kills for Huron. She has 8. Allie Davis has 8 to lead Huron in that category. Gergen serving. Serve receive back row Aberdeen. Back set right side by Forsyth. Set for Huron. Knight cross court. Aberdeen can't come up with the dig. Addie Knight pulls Huron within 4. 21-17. Aberdeen going to use a timeout as Huron has their best momentum in this third set. 21-17. Aberdeen leading in set 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Timeout 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
Fast, easy, low-pressure oil changes through family field. No appointment needed. See within 1159 Code Avenue Lawn with Adam McCall, 352-9225. Adam Quickly also has tire repair, batteries, and filters. Both in the rain and open at 8 a.m. every day except Sundays. Trust your family vehicle with Adams Quickly. 1159 Code Avenue North, Adams Quickly is proud sponsor of Tiger Sports. Talk about this good for Carolina offers dine-in, carry-out, or fast delivery. Every day of the week. For delivery or carry-out, you're going to call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from the delicious menu? Well, dine-in is by the famous Scott Bobbins of today, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. We're local, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. We're located on 195 25th Street in Huron. Scott Bobbins Pizza. Give me a call, 352-6925.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctor.
We're back here in Aberdeen. A little bit delayed coming out of the timeout as Burkhart is being worked on behind the bench, and I think Aberdeen wants to wait until they're done with her, but the timeout is run out here for a while. Lean going over to see what's going on, but they're putting a wrap on Lauren Burkhart behind the bench. To me, the timeout's done. Aberdeen should put a 6th player on the floor and play, but now Burkhart will come out. Well, I don't know if I agree with that. We basically had about a 2-minute timeout there as they waited for Burkhart to get some sort of wrap. Well, the timeout is done, and Jency Gergen will serve for Huron. Punch a short serve. Burkhart comes up to get it. Back set. and going to be tipped and out. A very delayed call by the line judge. Point Huron, they're back within 3, 21-18. It was a tip by Forsyth there on the right side. Allie Davis let it go. And like I said, the line judge was very slow but did make the call. Serve, receive, Aberdeen. Set to the left. The hit blocked but punched through by Aberdeen. Aaron Patsis with the kill. She's got 6, excuse me. And Aberdeen breaks a 3. What was that? That was a 4-0 run by Huron. It's now 22-18. Aberdeen 3 points away from taking the set. Miller in to serve and set for Aberdeen. Serve, receive, Hines shanks it, and Knight can't save it. That'll be an ace for Olivia Miller. She's got 4 aces on the afternoon, and Aberdeen 2 points away at 23-18. And now Addie Knight, she was chasing that shank there, and she's a little slow to get up. They got tables right along that side of the court. And as she was trying to save that, I think she just kind of knocked her knee on the table, and she's just trying to shake that off. You know, if you hit your knee square on a table, that hurts. And I think that's what Addie did. She'll stay in after just kind of bending over a bit. For some reason, the Huron girls are all laughing at her. Served by Miller. And goes long. Service error gets Huron back within 4 at 23-19. Second service error on Aberdeen in this set, and they have 7 total on the afternoon. Now Knight will step back and serve for Huron. Knight, serve received by Maya. Overpass, stram back by Davis. Maya Aaron Patsis got the serve receive, but put it over the net, and Allie Davis said thank you very much and smoked it back in the middle. Her 9th kill. Huron within 3. Knight serving again. Serve, receive, back row Burkhardt. Back set, right side, blocked but out by Huron. And a point for Aberdeen. I believe that was Aaron Patsis that got the kill. And Aberdeen's at set point at 24-20. Serve back row, serve received by Knight. Set to the left, the hit by Davis. Down the middle, Allie with the answer, and Huron within 3 at 24-21. Allie Davis now with 10 kills to lead Huron this afternoon. That's my stat. But Huron's got to be perfect. Hilton Hines serving. Hines back row, and Aberdeen keeps it alive. Will free ball it. Huron can set it up. Gergen sets. Here's the hit by Olsen. Blocked back by Aberdeen. Block kill by Amelia Reif. And Aberdeen takes set 3, 25-21. They lead 2-1. Set 4 up next. We'll take a timeout. 2 minutes. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
I'm Jamie Olsen, the local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, everything, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, your housing lender.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and the Huron area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find solid good favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today. Shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market. Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season. Sunbird Sports in downtown Huron at Sunny Plaza or online at sunbirdsports.com. Or call Stephanie at Sunbird Sports at 605-554-0248. Screen printers, embroidery, custom apparel, awards, banners, and sporting goods. Sunbird Sports, 289 Dakota Avenue South, Sunny Plaza in Huron.
We head to set 4. Huron's got some work to do, down 2 sets to 1. Aberdeen took the first set, 25-22. Huron the second, 25-23. Aberdeen the third set, 25-21. On your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update, Mitchell has swept Pier this afternoon, 25-12, 14, and 16. That is your scoreboard update. Can give you those lower levels again. JV, Aberdeen won 25-7 and 17. Sophomores, Aberdeen wins in 3, 25-16, 24-26, 15-10. So we head to the fourth set. And again, looking at my running score here, Huron never had a lead in that third set, just like Huron never led in the first set either. And Aberdeen's been able to come out with pretty strong starts in all 3 sets. Huron did recover to come back and win in the second set, but got to avoid, see if they can do something about that slow start. Have another scoreboard update here. Boys soccer, Mitchell defeated Huron 4-3. Biatse with 2 goals for Huron. Manor 2 had the other goal. Huron boys, though, fall 4-3 on your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. We start set number 4, and Jency Gergen serving. Back set to the right, Withers with the hit up the middle. Hines is there. Bumped ahead to the left. Knight with the hit over the block, and Huron has the lead to start a set for the first time. Knight's tip went over, but Aberdeen was in the net anyway. 1-0 Huron. In the first lead since the end of the second set for Huron. Gergen to serve. She'll take us something off that one. Aberdeen overpass, going to be dumped back by Knight, and nobody was home. Overpass from the back row, and that gave Knight a freebie. Knight picks up her 7th kill. Huron up 2-0. Gergen again prepares for the serve. Back row, serve, receive, and Aberdeen misplays it, but they will get it across with Clefman. Here's the set. They hit from the middle. Knight whips it, and that eats up Clefman in the back row. Knight smoked that one. Huron up 3-0. Knight back-to-back kills here to start the third set. And Huron a 3-0 lead, and Gergen looks to keep momentum going. Gergen floats it short again, right to Burkhart. Back set right side for Withers. She'll drop it down the middle as Hines couldn't shift over for the dig. Kill for Kennedy Withers, and Aberdeen on the board. It's 3-1. Kill number 6 for Kennedy Withers. Clefman, libero serving for Aberdeen. Serve, receive, Knight. Gergen back sets right back to Knight, tips, and that's blocked back by Burkhart. Huron, though, able to punch it across. Great play by Knight and Hines. Hines with the dig. Set by Gergen, setting up Knight again, cross court, right to Clefman. Set for Burkhart again. She'll swing and slam it out. Well, I thought it hit the line. It was right under me, but hey, if they say out, I'll take it. 4-1. Huron leads by 3. Knight serving. Short serve. Withers is there. Bumped ahead. Burkhart just going to free ball it into the net. 5-1. Huron building a lead here in set number 4. And now a yellow card is given to an Aberdeen player. I don't know what that's all about, and I never do in that volleyball. Timeout Aberdeen. Huron up 5-1 in set 4. Timeout 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
With Lane Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Lane Anderson. 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for a quick line to barrel vegetation and sweatshirts with jackets, beauty sports of course. About time, over, graphic fit top. Beauty sports of course. Out front will be signed with beauty sports. Downtown Huron.
Here on a quick start here in set 4, trying to force a 5th set, 5-1 lead for the Huron Tigers. Aberdeen took a timeout, and somebody got a yellow card. I think it was a player got a yellow card, meaning, and I think the way the official was acting, like somebody must have just slammed the ball down after that last tip went over for Huron. Knight serving. Serve receive Withers, chased down by Miller. Withers will hit. Blocked, but gets through the block. Withers just hung with it. That's a block I think Huron would like to have. Got through the double block. Withers with the kill. And she's got 7 total, 5-2 lead for Huron. There's now Albrecht in to serve for Aberdeen. Serve receive Knight, stays with it. Back set for Olsen coming off the right side through the block. Jaylee Olsen. Nice set by Gergen that time. Gergen had her back to Jaylee. Jaylee with her 4th kill. Huron up 6-2 in set 4. Hines serving just over the net and out. Another service error for Huron. First one of this set for Huron. 16 total on the afternoon. 6-3 lead Huron. And Burkhart serving. Here's the set in the middle. The hit by Carr. Punch by Kleffman. And that goes way out. Kill for Carr. Huron up 7-3. Okay, I see what they did after that one timeout last set. Burkhart's now wearing number 24 instead of 20. I just noticed that. So she had to change her jersey for some reason. Serve by Huron, serve receive Aberdeen. Set in the middle and through the block. That'll be a kill for Carly Nyman. That's her first of the afternoon. Pulls Aberdeen within 7-4. Coming up on 4 o'clock, KIJV, AM/FM Huron. Back in for Aberdeen. Serve is across, shanked by Davis. That'll be an ace for Aberdeen. And the Golden Eagles get the ace from Vrooman. Serve to the corner, and Huron can't get to it. Another ace by Vrooman. And Aberdeen pulls within 1 at 7-6. Aberdeen again with the serve. Serve received by Knight. Here's the back set. Right side tipped across by Carr. Aberdeen stays with it. They'll get it across. Here's the back set. Right side. They hit back line. Carr hits the back line. Chloe Carr with the kill, number 9. First of this set. Huron back up by 2 at 8-6. Allie Davis to serve now for the Huron Tigers. Serve receive Aberdeen. Going the wrong direction. They will get it across. Knocked back by Knight. Aberdeen stays with it. Free ball across by Kleffman. Here's the back set. Right side. Carr with the hit. Back row. Aberdeen shanked it with Burkhart. Carr with the kill. And Huron back up by 3 at 9-6. Carr with her 10th kill. Serve again into the back row, played by Aberdeen. Quick set across by Albrecht. Huron gets there. Knight with the tip. Dug out by Albrecht. Burkhart stays with it. Here comes Aberdeen with the quick tip across. Dug out nicely by Huron. Here's a free ball by Davis into the back row. Back set, right side. The hit down the line. Corner, it's hit by Aberdeen. Forsyth with the hit for her 4th kill. 9-7. Huron's lead back at 2. Aberdeen up 2-1. Serve receive, bumped ahead, and Going to be free balled across by by Huron. Aberdeen from the middle, tips it back row. Nice play by Hines. Set backline attack by Davis, and it goes into the net. Aberdeen pulls within one at 9-8. 9-8. Aberdeen has not led in this set, but they have a chance to tie here as Miller's back in and serves. Back set, Carr with the hit through the block, and Chloe Carr was the answer for Huron. It's 10-8. Chloe Carr now with 11 kills. And what are we doing here now? A discussion by the Tigers about something where we're subbing in is what we're doing. And Lennon Caudell will serve for the Huron Tigers. Caudell will send it and sends it long. Service error Huron. That's been a problem all day for the Tigers. Second service error this set on Huron. And Aberdeen back within one at 10-9. So 2 service errors this set. 17 for the match. Aberdeen serving to Huron. Serve receive Knight. Here's the set. The hit by Olsen, and that's going to go wide left. Was it touched? It was not. We're tied at 10. Couple of hitting errors by Huron, and Aberdeen a chance for their first lead here in set number 4. Serve into the back row. Serve receive for Davis. Here's the set. Left side hit. Knight. Aberdeen digs it out. Quick set across, and Huron mishits it from the back row. And Aberdeen has their first lead of set 4 at 11-10. Huron had a couple of 4-point leads, but Aberdeen has rallied to take the lead. Up 11-10. Eagles will serve. Serve receive for Knight. Set up the middle. The hit by Olsen. Blocked back. Aberdeen tries to play it off the net. Huron now scrambling. Set for Knight off the left side. Her tip does not get over the net. And it's 12-10. Aberdeen's up 2. They're on a 4-0 run. No timeout yet by Coach Lean. But Aberdeen now on a bit of a run, and they lead 12-10. Serve to the back row. Knight stays with it. Here's the quick set across. Punch back by Burkhart. And nobody home in the corner. It was a reflex by Burkhart. And Aberdeen has built a 3-point lead, 13-10, and Huron's going to take a timeout here. Aberdeen up 13-10. They're on a 5-0 run, and they have the lead here in set 4. We'll take a break here of 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
Best values from a recent South Furniture brand. Timberland is America's #1 dealer for laser-wood furniture. Timberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Timberland Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands and the best prices, and truly local service, turn to Timberland Furniture of Huron.
Treat yourself right and have the Dairy Queen of Huron. The August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Quays, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or shop it and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Our workers performing to their full potential. Does the ranching provide everything they need? But the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feed help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a cat's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier.
Well, back here off the timeout, Aberdeen increases their lead to 14-10 as they got a hit off the left side. And Aberdeen right now is on a big run. There's another struggle from the back row, but Huron does get it across. Set up the middle, the hit blocked by Olsen. Aberdeen comes back. Withers on the right side off the top of the net. Gergen there. Bump ahead, left side. There's Knight. Pops it down, popped up into the air. And the tip across by Burkhart. Huron stays with it. Pass ahead, Knight off the left side and goes long. Was there a touch? There was not, and Aberdeen's up 15-10. Aberdeen's run is now 7-0. Huron bringing some new girls in. Now Huron's trying to get everybody in the right rotation here, as preparing the serve is Aaron Patsis. Served into the back row, played by Davis, set by Bischoff. The hit right side, Pesky, blocked back. Huron digs it out. Nice play by Hines to get it across. Aberdeen on the attack in. Withers right side, drills it to the corner, and Aberdeen's run continues at 16-10. Kennedy Withers with the kill. And Huron's going to burn their final timeout here as they're on the ropes. Aberdeen's on an 8-0 run, and they lead at 16-10 here in set 4. We'll take a timeout here of 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Bruises and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Ober and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
And we are back here in Aberdeen. Aberdeen up 16-10. If you're watching on our video stream, my iPad is about to run out of juice. I don't know why this happened, but if you're watching on the video stream, we could lose the feed for the video here very shortly, but we'll still be on the radio, obviously. Tip across by Huron. Now Aberdeen gets control. Set up the middle, the hit up the middle, dug out by Hines. Davis stays with it, and Hines will just have to free ball it. Aberdeen can set it up from the net. Miller, here's the hit, Burkhardt, and drilled into the net. Got through the block, but Huron couldn't dig it out, and Aberdeen up 17-10. Burkhardt with another kill. She's got 16, and the run is now 9-0 Aberdeen. Serve goes out, finally breaks the run of Aberdeen. That was a long time serving for Maya Aaron Patsis. And Huron gets one back at 17-11. Aaron Patsis, that's the first service error this set on Aberdeen. 17-11, Aberdeen leading. Here in set 4, trying to put it away. Huron's got some work to do. Serve to the back row, serve receive Burkhardt, and into the net. Nobody can get to it. 17-12. Gergen gets the ace. Fourth ace of the match for Jency Gergen. Serve again to the back row. Serve receive Burkhardt right back to her. Burkhardt hits off the left side, drills it, and that'll go flying into the stands. Burkhardt now with 17 kills. And Aberdeen up 18-12. On to serve again for the Golden Eagles is libero Talon Clefman, and Huron misplays it off the top of the net. An ace for Clefman, and Aberdeen up 19-12. Clefman gets her first ace, I believe, of the match. It is. Serve back row, Davis. Here's the set up the middle. The hit by Olsen. Aberdeen saves it. Going to be free-balled by Clefman. Huron can attack. Gergen sets for Olsen. Her hit blocked at the net. Over the net. Who's going to win the battle? Aberdeen does, as going up and knocking it down was Nyman. And Aberdeen up 20-12 and pulling away here in set number 4. Pop a short serve and set backline attack Davis, and Withers able to dig it out. Here's the right side hit. Burkhardt goes way long. A little too anxious there, hitting here by Burkhardt. And Huron back within 7 at 20-13. Addie Knight to serve for the Huron Tigers. Serve into the corner, serve receive. Here's the back set, right side for Withers. Her hit drills it right at the feet of Gergen. Withers with another kill. She's got 4 in this set. She's really come around in Aberdeen, up 21-13. It was 10-8 Huron, and since then Aberdeen has outscored Huron 13-3. Albrecht in to serve and take over setting duties for Aberdeen. Back set, right side, the hit by Fitzer, kept alive. Right side hit by Aberdeen. Tigers got a block on it. Bump ahead, right side, Fitzer again, back row. Maya is there. Set across, here's Burkhardt with the hit. Cross court, dropped it on the back line. Huron was in the net as well, and Aberdeen 3 points away now at 22-13. Serve received by Knight. Here's the set up the middle. They hit by Fitzer, and she has the answer. The freshman does for Huron. Her 6th kill, first since the second set. 22-14 Aberdeen. On the serve here is Hilton Hines. Hines puts it back row. Serve receive Aberdeen. Here's the bump ahead. And hit. Dug out by Hines. Set to the left. There's Davis with a hit. Blocked back by Aberdeen. Davis gets it back across. Aberdeen will back set it. Here's Burkhardt. Winds up. Nice dig by Knight. Pass ahead. Davis with the left-handed tip. Aberdeen again, the set for Burkhardt. Who else tips this time? Hines is there. Back set right side for Fitzer. Finds the corner. Fitzer gets Huron back within 7 at 22-15. Fitzer with 7 kills, the 9th grader. Coming around. Again, we're going to be losing the video stream here shortly, the way it looks. Served by Hines. Aberdeen keeps it alive and hit by Burkhardt, back row, and that eats up Hines in the back row. Burkhardt has 19 kills, and Aberdeen is 2 points away at 23-15. Burkhardt again with the serve. Back row played by Davis. Here's the set to the left. The hit by Davis. Dug out by Burkhardt. Burkhardt backline attack into the net. 23-16. Aberdeen's lead still at 7. They need 2 more points. They're up 2-1. Now we're trying to see who's going to come in and serve. Huron's going to bring a new server in. (23-16). Aberdeen 2 points away from putting this away. Serve into the back row. Serve receive Burkhardt. Here's the back set. Right side. The hit off the block. Dug out by Hines. Set in the middle for Carr. Her hit. Nice save by Burkhardt and will be free balled by Aberdeen. Bump by Davis. Here comes Carr again. She's just going to free ball it. Set to the right. Here's the set. The tip across by Aberdeen. Nicely placed by Aaron Patsis. And Aberdeen's at set point 24-16. Match point Aberdeen as they're up 2-1, and they've just come roaring here in this, back in this 4th set. The serve into the back row off the top of the net. Huron stays with it. Davis will hit it out, and Aberdeen will win it in 4 sets. The final, Aberdeen wins 25-22. 23-25, 25-21, 25-16. Aberdeen 3-1, while Huron drops to 2-4. We'll take a timeout of 2 minutes. Gary Zell Auto Glass post game is next. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
1919 root beer is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. Their unique recipe and choice ingredients make 1919 root beer the creamiest, full-body draft root beer available. Pick up 1919 root beer, distributed by Elwine Brothers, at your favorite convenience store or grocery store in Huron. Elwine Brothers wishes the Huron Tigers the best of luck. Go Tigers!
Northern Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Northern Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. These fitness classes are led by the Northern Center's expert instructors. sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. We change thousands of diapers, cut up hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose, because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance can mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Experience delicious. Experience Lion Taylor Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Lion Taylor can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2, and closed on Sunday. Lion Taylor Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJB.
Welcome back to Golden Eagle Arena. Aberdeen defeats Huron in 4 sets today. Again, that final 25-22, 23-25, 25-21, 25-16. And that's your Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. We'll run down the stats here real quick for Aberdeen. Now 3-1, 9 kills. Kennedy Withers, 4 for Jaden Forsyth. Maya Arampazes had 8 kills. Olivia Miller had 4 aces. 5 kills for Amelia Reif. 2 aces for Maria Vrooman. Lauren Burkhardt had 19 kills. 2 kills for Carly Nyman. An ace for Talon Kleffman. For Huron, now 2-4 on the season. Jency Gergen had 4 aces, 11 kills. Chloe Carr, 2 kills for Kyla Pesky, 8 kills. Addie Knight, 10 kills for Allie Davis, 7 for Arian Fitzer, and 4 kills Jaylee Olson, and an ace for Lennon Caudell. Those are the stats. We wait Coach Josh Lean to come up. We will choose our Signature Plus player of the game and hear the coach's comments about this one, where Huron drops it in 4 to Aberdeen. Huron a tough road next week with a pair of top 5 teams on the schedule. Watertown at home Tuesday, and then Harrisburg at home next Saturday as well. We'll take another 2-minute timeout as we continue on the Gary Zell Auto Glass post game. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Garages, basements, and outdoor patios, as well as commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-252-2776 for the free estimate. It's a pros at full price, helping give great looking, durable surfaces in epoxy flooring. The only operator visit them at 201 Market Street East. Check out the website at FieldKingPlus.net. King Plus is a proud sponsor of Huron Tiger Sports.
At Car Chiropractic, we know sports injuries just on the sideline of the game. Make it sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
Adams Cooking is your go-to place for convenient, reliable oil changes. Fast, easy, no-pressure oil changes in your family vehicle. No appointment needed. See them at 1159 Court Avenue Mall. Get Adam McCall, 352-955. Adams Cooking also has tire repair, batteries, and filters. Work your own and open at 8 a.m. every day except Sundays. Trust your family vehicle with Adams Cooking. 1159 Court Avenue North, Adams Cooking.